We've got some amazing speakers here today, and first of all, we're going to be welcoming the one person who has managed to pull us all here today and who has put out a huge amount of energy. I mean, how many people launch a book, a seminar, and a film all at once? It's only people with amazing energy can pull that kind of a thing off. So please yell, scream, cheer, throw your children in the air. Make it very large for Di Ellis.
Thank you very much, Dom. The Centers for Disease Control in America have announced that there are 300,000 new diagnoses of Lyme disease in America each year, making it one of the biggest epidemics worldwide. The doctor checked me over and he said, "Here, take this and you'll be fine." He handed me a little white tablet. And I said, "What is it?" And he said, "Valium." Well, memories of my childhood flashed through my mind. White coats, people walk around as zombies. There was no way I was going to take that. I said, "I was fine before the tick bites. I want to know what's wrong with me." He said, you've got anxiety." She said, "No, they're all too much for your liver. Your liver can't handle it. We've got to clean your liver out." First she did a day of kidney cleanse with juniper berry tea, and then the next day she said, "We've got to get your liver done." Normally it would take longer doing your kidneys, but she knew I was so sick and I could barely lift my head up. She gave me 1 cup of alfalfa leaf tea in the morning before breakfast, 1 before dinner. The next day I felt like I had a football under my ribs. Later that day I had to go to the toilet and I knew my liver was flushing out. From that moment, I stopped deteriorating and I slowly began to improve. Each day was a struggle. Every night I barely slept, had constant cramping, tingling, burning in every muscle of my body, heart palpitations, breathlessness. It just kept going every single day. And it was agony, absolute agony, and this went on for months. And so my intention was to heal. My trainer said to me, "You might get your intention, you might heal for 20 years. And I suddenly thought, oh. And she said, "What do you do? How do you want to be once you are healed?" And I said, "I intend to be running, surfing and swimming again." Within a week or two, a small abscess came up on my tooth.
So you can have 95 different diseases from the one bacteria. These bacteria live in dead teeth. And it is also found that there's a high percentage of these bacteria surrounding dental implants.
And then there's the co-infections that come with the tick bite. So you can just get Lyme, or you can get a combination of Lyme and Borrelia, Babesia and Rickettsia.
I had lost all motor skills from the waist down. So back I go, back up in the ambulance, up to the clever people, and MRI'd and transverse myelitis of the cervical spine. Took up most of my cervical spine, just a little bit so that I had some functions. And we all shook hands. Okay, that was the reaction to the vaccine. It happens, they told me, swine flu vaccine. We had heaps of this central nervous system demyelination following the swine vaccine, and it's well accepted.
My older daughter Gemma, her first doctor's appointment was when she was 15. She'd never been to a doctor, she'd never had a vaccination. They'd had nearly every childhood disease, both of my children.
Di asked us to sing 2 songs today. And the first one is dedicated to people who've suffered from Lyme disease or who help people who have that ailment, because it's a very misunderstood disease, and it seems that a lot of times you're told it's just in your mind and you really have to believe in yourself. And Di is a great example of believing in yourself.
Walk a mile in my shoes, walk a mile in my shoes, before you throw the stones of judgment. Walk a mile in my shoes.
So after that, I'm going to count 4. We say, hoi, 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 hoi. Are we ready? Yeah. So instead of hoi, we are not going to say that. We're going to say, die, 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 die. Okay? Are we ready? A 1, A 2, A 3, A 4.
Die, 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 die.
Thank you. I'm going to play on it now. I'm going to play, and you're going to sing, okay?
And Afate had come down often from Brisbane and give us lessons and that. So that was another wonderful bit of joy that was added to my life. And, you know, another thing that's helped me to find joy through a difficult time in my life. So thank you very much to Afate, just a beautiful, beautiful soul. And as you can tell, he can't do anything but put a smile on your face.
Most people who have 6 or more amalgam fillings will have a mouth that would be closed down by Occupation Health and Safety.
I took this gentleman's case in the best manner I could, because the tick poison was starting to affect the clarity of his mind, and he was very, very listless. However, there were enough visual symptoms for me to prescribe a remedy.
Some people in the medical profession say to me, well, what do you treat? And my answer is, I say, I don't treat anything. What I do is I assist the person to heal themselves.
So detoxification is absolutely primary in the care of Lyme patients. Clearing the pathogen is also very important, and antibiotics are popular, but there are wonderful antimicrobial herbs.
What happens with the mamas is you get this incredible, like the prana or the life force, the chi, runs along the rivers and kind of circulates in a clockwise direction, kind of building momentum. And then as it builds momentum, it kind of just keeps, it keeps flowing through those mamas, right? And it's really interesting because the mamas are kind of often where the link between the body, mind, soul, emotions and spirit actually are. Because each and every mama has a connection with some sort of physical aspect of being.
The tension that's released, the energy, it's going from one shoulder to this to here, and I'm just like, whoa, what's happening in my body? But I trust it, and it's really releasing and amazing.
It came profoundly to me that I had a connection with the universal energy and which flows through our bodies, and this is what we were talking about earlier. So energy plays a big role in what I do as well, and with amazing results. Absolutely amazing results.
There is no doubt that beneath that ill health, there is always some sort of emotional connection or a subconscious belief. I've spent a lot of years studying the way my emotions, the trauma that I've had in my life have affected my health.
Something snapped in me, made me turn around and walk back in and open that door where there was all these startled white coats. And I said, with due respect to all of you, you have just pointed the bone at me.
Some people in the medical profession say to me, well, what do you treat? And my answer is, I say, I don't treat anything. What I do is I assist the person to heal themselves. I thought, I'm going to start Friends of Natural Therapy. So I did this last year, and it's fully incorporated. We've done all of the right things, and we're just now launching it properly. The medical profession will and will always remain the primary health provider. But we can work together. And we should work together because we all have something to offer. When we're getting into health, it's not about us, the individual. It's not what we can do. It's not about ego. It's about the patient. And we all should do what we can to assist that patient reach and maintain good health. So the idea behind starting Friends of Natural Therapy, first of all, is to bring natural therapists, hopefully around the world, together so that we can learn more about what the others do and integrate so that we can work together in treating patients.
So that's where I ended up, in the power of the biology of belief. I studied it inside out. I also knew that I needed to give my body the right amount of nutrition and nutrients. I meditated. I used medical imagery that I studied on the screen of how things remyelinate. I meditated and I watched my remyelination occur.
I've had some wonderful, wonderful therapists along my healing journey. I've had two beautiful midwives, especially one, Claire Brassard, who introduced me to natural therapies. And, oh no, she didn't. Sorry, she introduced me to self-empowerment. And I had two wonderful, beautiful home births that are in my book. And but Claire Brassard, she used to say to me, I'd ring her up and say, oh, this is happening, you know, when Gemma was little. And she said, Diane, you know what to do. Actually, I'll tell you what she said when I was giving birth. Since I'm finding my voice, I may as well set it all out there. I was giving birth and I said, well, in labour, and I said, I'm hurting. And she said, yes, darling, you're having a baby.
But this gentleman had a spring in his step and he had his clarity of mind back. Again, this is proof of what homeopathic medicine can do. Working on like cures like with the symptoms.
But really and truly what this mama does is it takes us to the level of the soul. And so the soul is where the deeper healing actually occurs. According to Ayurveda, the soul resides in the heart. And it's when we connect on the level of the soul that we can truly, truly heal.
So I treated Di as I treated everybody else, and she benefited greatly from that. But what we've heard here today is the importance of integrating all of these therapies together, because nobody has the ability to do everything. And certainly that includes me. But in combination and together, we can make an incredible impact on health.
So where would I be without all these wonderful practitioners? I would not be here today. I would be 6 foot under, and my children wouldn't have a mother. And so thank you so much, everybody. And that's why I'm so passionate about sharing the treatments that have helped me so much, and they are so simple. All of my speakers have had so much to share, so much wonderful knowledge and wisdom. And as I mentioned, you know, there's so many people who are unwell, and so many, it's not just Lyme disease. There are so many illnesses that people have that a simple remedy or a treatment or a tooth extraction could so easily help and fix. And so we really need to get it out there, and everyone here is helping me to do that, so thank you.
Di has a great story to tell. She really has.
A few months again after that, next thing I know, I was running, surfing and swimming again. So my intention with my breath therapy, I had that.
Down there and we're dancing on 10-foot swell. On a 10-foot swell. On a 10-foot swell. On a 10-foot swell. That's right. Every night before I go to sleep, I look up at the sky. It makes me feel so warm and right beside you.
road.
If you throw your arms around me, we'll have some kind of love. I'm the gun that took me for a ride, breaking through to the other side. Pretty vacant there for a while. We were wearing our legal smiles. Da 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 da.
The air is blue, the mountains cold.
when they see the 10-foot melt coming through the centre, they run over me. You've got to give a little bit of a wobble as well. Then they think he's out of control and they go everywhere. And next thing you know, you've got this beautiful wave to yourself.